So I thought it's time to do another getting to know me kind of video. And instead of doing a tag, I asked on Facebook and Twitter for you to send me your questions and I will start tackling them. I'm going to start, before I answer the questions, just a little bit specifically about me from a biographical perspective. My name is Marnie. It's spelled M-A-R-N-I-E. I don't mind if you misspell it. I'm used to it. I have an odd name, and so I won't hold it against you. But just in case you were wondering how to spell it, there you go. Next month, the end of March, I will be 40 years old, and that's okay. Age is not a big deal to me. I'd rather be old than dead, so I'm looking forward to celebrating that. I was born in the Chicago area, in the northern suburbs. The area is commonly referred to as the North Shore. If you are familiar at all with any of the John Hughes movies like 16 Candles or Home Alone movies, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, that was all filmed around where I grew up. So that's the general area. I went to New Trier High School, graduated from there in 1990. I have a younger brother, one brother younger than me, and he's 37 and single. So if there are any nice young ladies in the Chicago area, comment below. I went to the University of Illinois in Champaign and graduated with a bachelor's in sociology in 1994. And a month after I graduated from college, I met my husband. This is a question I did see somebody ask, want to know how I met my husband. So I had just graduated from college and he had just finished his first year of law school, and we both didn't know each other, decided that we didn't want to work inside, we wanted to work outside that summer, and we were both counselors at a day camp. And because we were both over 21, you can drive a school bus to pick the camp kids up and take them to and from camp, and you get extra money. So our camp had set aside a particular day to go to the DMV to get our commercial driver's license. Yes, I held a commercial driver's license. I drove a smaller bus, but I was certified to drive a bigger one. And I first laid eyes on him at the DMV, and I thought he was hot. And one thing led to another, and a few weeks later we went on our first date, and we were engaged 2 months later. Yes, you heard me correctly, 2 months. Because of our age and the fact that we were still in school, we did not get married right away. So we were engaged for almost 3 years, and we got married on the third anniversary of our first date, so in June of 1997. So after college, while dating my husband, I realized that a bachelor's in sociology really doesn't get you anything except a job at the mall, and while there's nothing wrong with that, I kind of wanted more of a career. So I went to graduate school. I went to National Louis University in the Chicago area. I lived at home while I went to graduate school because my parents' house was not too far away. And I got a master's in education, elementary education, and with a focus on reading. So I was a reading specialist, and then after we got married, we moved to San Antonio, and I was a second grade teacher. And then I had my kids. My oldest, I have 2 boys, and he is my oldest is a freshman in high school, and my youngest is a 6th grader. So that's the biographical data. So I've been living in San Antonio since June of 97. It's a while, and we lived here for 4 years, and then my husband was an attorney in the Air Force. When his post was up, we left the Air Force and went into the civilian world and moved back to Chicago because we got a lot of guilt from our parents that their grandchild was here in San Antonio and not there. So we moved back, gave it a shot, and after living through a winter, we decided that snow is overrated, and we moved back here. So we've been back in San Antonio since April of 2002. We were gone just a little over 18 months, and then we came back. And I love San Antonio, and I will never live north of the Mason-Dixon line again, at least not during the winter. I'm trying to think of what else there's to tell you. So I've been a stay-at-home mom since my kids were born. That was a decision my husband and I actually came to on our first date, believe it or not. We actually talked about that. It's kind of crazy. And it's worked out well for me. And before I started YouTube, which wasn't all that long ago, it'll be 3 years this summer, mostly kept busy, obviously raising my children, but being really involved in school-oriented activities. I guess because of my master's in education, I'm comfortable in a school setting. So PTA, PTO, school volunteer, library volunteer in the schools, junior league for a little bit. I really enjoy volunteering. I think that if you are in a position where you are able to volunteer in any capacity, you should do it. It's a responsibility and a privilege to do so. And like I said, if you're in a situation where you have the time, then I really strongly believe that you should volunteer as much as you can. So that's mostly still what I do. What else? Oh, we have 3 dogs, and we got our first dog together the day after we came home from our honeymoon. We brought home Rookie, and Rookie was a West Highland White Terrier. And many of you have seen him. He's in earlier videos, and he preceded our kids, and he passed away last April. And I can't believe it's been almost a year. I feel like it was just okay. Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to put a downer there. It's just strange. You'd think at this point I'd be okay with it, but still not. We also have Bosley. He is 10. He is a Weimaraner. And we have Mimi, who is 3. She'll be 4 in May, and she is also a West Highland White Terrier. And then, out of a completely stupid idea, I thought it would be a good idea to get another puppy right after Rookie died to make me feel better. I love him, but 3 dogs, 1 being a puppy, is a lot. So we have Wrigley, and Wrigley is also a West Highland White Terrier, and he will be a year old in April. So full house, no plans to add any more children or dogs to this mix. I jokingly say that the next baby I hold in my arms will be a granddaughter, and not for a very long time. I will get to some of the questions that you asked me. I have my computer right here if you're wondering where I'm looking. My exercise routine and or healthy eating habits. Okay, I am blessed with a fast metabolism and some excellent DNA. So the short answer is I do not work out. I need to. I should. Things are not as tight as they once were, and I also have hypothyroidism, so my metabolism has slowed. I've had it since I was 32, so it's pretty under control, but I put on some weight right at the beginning and it never really went away. I don't eat a lot of anything at one sitting. I think that helps. I don't really eat fast food. Once in a while I'll get a burger at McDonald's and then go, oh, what was I thinking? And you get stomach ache and sick, but I just don't eat a lot all at once. If I do go through a fast food drive-thru or something like that, I always get the kids meal. That size is perfect. I really feel like portion control is a big thing, but I would like to get back into yoga. When I was doing it, I really liked how I felt and how I looked, and if I could get some Pilates in there, that's kind of my speed. I don't like sweating. I don't like cardiovascular. I don't like bouncing up and down. My worst nightmare is step aerobics, so okay. Hollywood crushes, favorite movie, favorite book, band, hobbies. Oh, and favorite YouTuber other than the big time gurus. Sanni, Miss Sanni, May, something like that. I'll put her in the description box. Right now I'm just loving her. She will be a big time guru. I just know it. Hollywood crushes. I can't think of anyone right off the top of my head. I've never really been into that. Favorite movie, again, I don't know. I do like, if I'm homesick and want to just watch any movie, I love like the old Hollywood musical. Oh my God, sorry. The door opened and the other door slammed and it scared me to death. I really love the old Hollywood movies, like the musicals, like not even old, I guess they're old because it's 2013, but Gigi and the Don Amici movies where he sang, like Down Argentina Way with all those people, the Technicolor musicals, love those. Favorite book, I love so many of them. I love series. It's not so much a book as I really like a series. I feel like a book doesn't give you enough time with your favorite characters, and so I'm partial to series. So if I had to pick a series, the Outlander series by Diana Gabaldon is my favorite, and I love the J.D. Robb In Death series. The first book is Naked in Death, and actually I'm filming this on the 26th and her newest one came out today, so when I'm done with this, I will be downloading it to Kindle. Favorite band, I don't know. You know what, I really like Maroon 5, and I have to say, I liked Maroon 5 before everybody else knew who Maroon 5 was. Just saying. I don't have any hobbies anymore. YouTube is really my hobby, my biggest hobby, and if reading is a hobby, then I'm an expert reader. And yeah, I can cross stitch. I used to really love cross stitching, believe it or not, and I just find it very relaxing, but I haven't done it in a long time. So travel, I'm pretty good at traveling. That's a hobby now. So thank you. Favorite house cleaning tip. I would say clean as you go. Don't let things pile up because then it's overwhelming and you just don't know where to start. So just don't let things get cluttered in the first place. Do the dishes as you cook. Don't even wait till you're done cooking. Wash as you go. Just don't let things pile up. That would be my big one. Now that my boys are getting older, do I plan on teaching again? No. That's the short answer. I have become very disillusioned with the educational system the way it is right now. There's obviously room for improvement in all aspects of our culture, but education is one that really needs some revamping. So no, I have the luxury of not having to go back to work full time, and so I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I can tell you it's not going to be teaching in a classroom. See, Ulta or Sephora. You know, I used to say Ulta because I like the option of having drugstore stuff and high-end stuff, but lately I'd have to go with Sephora, and I will tell you why. I still prefer drugstore. I still like the concept of having drugstore and high-end. There's a dog perching behind my head. But Ulta, no matter which store I'm in, even no matter what state I'm in, their stock is always out. Their customer service is crap. The high-end stuff that I like, they don't carry. And the drugstore stuff is overpriced, and I can get it better at Walmart or CVS, and usually even what I want isn't in stock on the drugstore side. So Sephora, because if I want high-end, that's where I'm going to go. They have all the brands pretty much that I would be interested in looking at. And if they don't have it, I'll just go to Walgreens or CVS. Actually, I prefer CVS. So CVS or Walmart for my drugstore stuff. Do I have any tattoos? I do not, nor do I have any intention of ever getting a tattoo. So how we ended up in Texas is after he got into the Air Force, they ask you to fill out a dream sheet, and now I know why it's called a dream sheet, because you list the 10 places you would like to be stationed in the United States and the 10 places you would like to be stationed outside the United States, and then they go, haha, not gonna get any one of those. I was at his parents' house with him when the Pentagon called and said, none of the spots you want are open, and how about San Antonio? And we were like, where? But I'm glad that they picked it for us because I really like it here. Do I like living here compared to Chicago? I think I answered that too. Yes, I do. I would much prefer here to Chicago. Do I have any hobbies? No. Favorite food, Indulgence. Okay, this is bad. So do not do as I do as I say. I love sugar. I love sugar. Forget chocolate. I could go without chocolate for the rest of my life. I'd be fine. I wouldn't miss it. But if you told me I could never have Lucky Charms marshmallows again, or creme brulee, or rock candy, or Peeps, or jelly beans, or hot tamales, I'd be very sad. I love candy. I love it. Sugar candy. I don't eat a lot of it all the time, but right now with all the Easter candy coming out, it's torture. Torture walking into a drugstore. How and why did I get into makeup in the first place? I covered that in a video. Short story. I always wore a little bit of makeup, but I was a tomboy growing up, but not until I was in my mid to late 30s. I was homesick with strep throat. I was playing on the computer, saw a YouTube video on how to do a smoky eye, and from there I was hooked. So haven't been doing makeup for very long. How long does it take me to get ready for the day? Kind of depends on if I do it from start to finish, but it's very rare that I shower, wash my hair, blow it dry, and do a full face of makeup all at the same time. It would take forever. My hair is not particularly thick, but there is a lot of it, and just the sheer act of drying and styling it and washing it and all that could take an hour and a half just there. So I usually shower at night, let it air dry, and do something to it in the morning, which is what I did today. And so just wash my face and all that is probably half an hour to 40 minutes because I can never just do it. I'm always doing something else at the same time. Favorite foods, I think I covered the candy part. I would say other foods that are my absolute favorite. I really like a good filet mignon, a lot. and I love potatoes. Like everything bad for you, everything you're not supposed to eat. Love like au gratin potatoes, any kind of potato and cheese. I love cheese. I love brie. Oh Lord. Just, you know, all the foods that'll kill you. Really, those are my favorites. Don't like seafood. You didn't ask me what I don't like. I hate seafood. You want to ruin my night? Give me lobster. Ugh. Lobster, any crustacean especially, it's disgusting. I'm a cheap date. Except fillets are not cheap, so there you go. How do I keep organized with the house stuff? Do I plan it? Do I write it down? I have to write everything down. I wrote some notes here. I write everything down. I have an agenda. I do have an iPhone, but I prefer the physical act of writing helps me remember here. And then I also know that no matter what happens, if my computer crashes or I drop my iPhone in the toilet, I have the written piece of paper. So I also keep a master calendar on the side of the refrigerator. We're going to pretend like we don't hear Mimi barking. And that's where I keep the master list of all the appointments and things for the whole family. So the idea is that the kids and the husband will check that on occasion before they make other plans. Do I ever leave the house without any makeup on? Only when they carry me out in a hearse. Do I have a Filofax? I used to have a really beautiful, I still have it. It's like a pale lavender pink suede. My husband got me one year for a holiday or something. And, but now with the iPhone, so I can keep all my contacts. I use the iPhone for contacts and then, like a cheap little agenda book for appointments. So not exactly. How about that? What's your favorite item of clothing? Jeans. Love jeans. Love them. I wish I could wear jeans every day, but since it's hot here, or it will be pretty soon, I won't be able to. I will literally have to put my jeans away for 4 months. It's so sad. It's horrible. Favorite perfume? My favorite perfume, hands down, thanks to the horrible influence of YouTube, is the Hermes Amber Narguilé. I am still looking for something else. I'm just about out of mine, and now it's become so popular that, at least in the YouTube world, I want something different. I might go back to my original favorite, which was the Cartier Damask, which was my first grown-up perfume, but I'm not sure I like it like I used to. So I don't know. We'll see. Anything you would change from when you first started YouTube? Oh, stuff that I still need to change. I need to work on my lighting. I need to get better at makeup, but the general format of it, no. I'm good. Do we wear makeup every day? Well, I can't speak for every other person who does YouTube videos, but I do. I enjoy it. It's fun for me. My wedding dress. What did my wedding dress look like? I will put a picture of it right here. It's not the best picture. It doesn't do the dress justice. Try to ignore my horrible hair and makeup. It was late 90s, that's all I'm gonna say. And you can see, did not know what the hell I was doing. I actually paid someone to do my hair and makeup. Seriously, I paid for that. So if I could get one do-over, it would be my hair and makeup from my wedding. Yes. I wanna get remarried to the same man in the same dress, but with better hair and makeup. It was a Jim Helm dress. It had a cathedral length veil. I had opera length gloves. I felt like a princess. That's really all you want on your wedding day. It was wonderful. Favorite flavor of ice cream? Coffee. Love it. Cookies and cream, close second. And honestly, right there on top, French vanilla. Do I ever suffer from depression or get in a bad mood? Of course I do. Not actual like clinical depression, but we all have our off days. I say lately more anxiety. I'll wake up in the middle of the night and my mind's just going, worried about stuff that during the daylight hours are ridiculous, but at night you're just brain. I've been told that as you get close to 40, this is normal, so yay. Any tips for moms and wives, how to keep your household running smoothly? That's a whole nother video. I don't think anyone's household runs smoothly though, except on TV, so just keep that in mind. What vitamin supplements do you take? Again, answering that in my February favorites. I take Gummy Vites, I think. No, they're from Once a Day, women's. They're for grown-ups, but they're gummies. They're chewies. Because the regular vitamins, I don't like how they sit. It's just horrible. Tips for cleaning Granite worktops. There's all kinds of great Granite cleaners out there. I like the Method one the best. I don't even think I have that right now, but I like that one. Vinegar and water is good too. Water, just water. Windex. Glass cleaners work great on granite counters. How and what have I done to get my kids where they are academically? Good question. I will do a separate video on that as well. I do want to say that when I do make that video, I can only speak as to what I've experienced so far. We've only been in this game for 14 years, so while I think things are on track, obviously the proof is in the pudding, and I would be much more of an expert on how to raise your kids once I've actually raised some. We're still in the process. My favorite guru and why. Try to pick only one. Well, that's easy. If I had to only watch one guru for the rest of my life, it would be Lisa Eldridge, because she's everything that I am not. She's a real professional makeup artist. She is about my age. I think she's older than me even. I mean, we're in the same age, with a year or two, I think, of each other. So I can relate to her on a personal level because our lifestyles are not the same. She's leading a much more glamorous lifestyle in London, but we have kids and stuff, and so she understands that. Her videos are so beautifully done. Just the quality of the actual video, from the background to the editing to the lighting to the angles. I really wish she would do a video on how she does her videos. And they're so educational, and there's not a single video she's done where I haven't learned at least one tip or trick or found a product I want to use. So she is amazing, and I think really a woman to be looked up to. So there you go. And then the last question that I see here is, what is my impression of Canadians? I don't know that I can speak to the entire nation, but so far I have never met a mean Canadian. Maybe you guys keep them hidden away from the rest of us, but every Canadian I've met on my travels around the world they are always very happy and very polite. I will do a video on the Zoya nails, but real quick, because it might be a little while. That is Zoya Godiva. Isn't that weird and cool at the same time? I'm really liking these. I didn't think I would. I thought, I'm not a big gimmicky person. I didn't like the crackle effect stuff. I think it looked like just junk on your fingers, but totally digging this a lot. So looking forward to trying some of the other colors before I give a full opinion on it, but really surprised how much I'm enjoying my fingers. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it that y'all asked. So if I didn't answer something, please feel free to ask about it in the comments, and I can do another video, maybe not in the immediate future, but soon. And thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking through this, and I hope you learned something, and I hope you still are subscribed to me after watching this. So thanks so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.